Hello everyone, so today we're having a look at the Ultra, the brand new Ultra, well brand new, it's been out about a month now, Altra Fwd Experience. So this is the first Ultra shoe that they brought out with a drop. So these are a 4mm drop, so your heel is ever so slightly higher than your forefoot. The stack height of the shoe, so we got 32mm at the heel and we got 28mm at the forefoot. So that's where the difference is. So I don't particularly get on with zero drop myself. I find I get some calf issues, so just raising up the heel by just a few millimetre will relieve the pressure on your calves. So I'm really pleased that Ultra brought this shoe out, and it's opened up the door for them as a company to hit a much broader market. That's why they've done it. Okay, let's have a look at some of the features of the shoe. So on the upper, we'll have a look at the upper. The upper is what they call an engineered mesh. So it's a mesh upper. It's quite a thick, dense mesh, which is going to make it more durable than lighter weight meshes, which are much more breathable. This still has breathable sections to it. So likes of, just on here, see these lines along there, and you've got them going along here as well. They're sort of like cut out bits of the mesh, which are, it's more breathable sections to it. I've not felt as if they've been not breathable enough, but I have been using them in November in Scotland, so it's not exactly been the hottest weather where I've needed really breathable shoes. But so far I've found them absolutely fine. So that's the upper. The laces are a kind of standard lace. Just a flat lace. I found they're tied really nicely. They've given me good foothold when I've laced them up. I've not had to overly lace them. My other pair of road shoes I generally wear are my Hoka Rincon 3s, and on those you can see I lace them up quite tightly across there, and that can give a little bit of pressure on the top. I've not needed to do that so much with these. I've not, as you can see, it's nowhere near as tight at the top there. So the foothold for me has been really good, and the laces have done the job. They've not come undone. I've not had to double knot them. They do have the extra little eyelets on both sides here, so you can do the runner's knot if you need to. So the runner's knot will give you that extra little bit of heel hold at the back here if you're having any heel issues. I've not had any problems at all. On the heel itself, I don't know if you can see in here, it's got like almost like extra pillows this side and that side of cushioning. So extra fatter foam bits which have just helped keep your heel in place and your foot secure. So with that, I've not felt the need to use those extra holes. I do that on some shoes, but not all shoes, and certainly not these. This bit at the back here that flares up at the back, that helps slide your foot in and out of the shoe when you're putting them on and off, and it does actually work. It's quite comfortable just sliding your foot in. So that's worked well. The more on the upper, the tongue itself, it's a cushioned tongue, comes down long enough to protect any pressure. So some tongues are quite short, and when you lace them up you can get pressure from the lace over your foot, but this is, it's long enough, it comes down long enough so when you do lace your shoes up it's not pressing down over your foot, and it's cushioned enough as well. The tongue's not gusseted, so it's not a gusseted tongue, so theoretically bits could go in there and escape into your shoe. Not so much of an issue with the road shoe as a trail shoe. Most of my trail shoes have got gusseted tongues to stop the bits going in, but I've not had any problems with that. The midsole coming along here, that's made of an EVA compressed rubber. So it's, some people say it's quite a firm shoe. I don't find it overly firm, I just find it nice. It's nice and cushioned, but not a super squishy cushion. You know when you get some shoes and that you put your foot in, they feel as if they're sitting on a bit of a cloud and super squishy? It's not like that. there is cushioning, and I can feel the cushioning. It's a nice form of cushioning, but it's nice and responsive when you're running as well. So it's not losing any energy. On that point, it's also got a rocker to it. So when you put the shoe down on there, you can see there's a natural kind of rock to the sole. So that wants to help propel you forward. So each time you put your foot down, it's pushing you forward. And that does actually work. I felt as if I've ran various different distances and speeds in these shoes. It seems to be happier when you run quicker. It wants you to run quicker rather than slower. I've been for slow zone 2 training runs and speedier runs, and it wants you to run quicker more so than slower, if that makes sense. The outsole, back on the upper here, you do have some reflective strips. You got a little reflective strip there and just over here. So when you're running in the dark, a headlight or a street lamp or a car light should shine these bits up. That is pretty much the upper midsole, EVA compressed. The outsole here, it kind of mimics where your toes go, so it helps, it flexes naturally. It's got extra rubber on this section here and on this section just here. This bit here is like the exposed EVA rubber, so I'm hoping that doesn't wear over time. It's more protection here and here, and it's got extra grip. You should be able to see the grip on there. When I do that, you can see the lines in it, the same with on the bottom there. So that is actually pretty grippy. It's not like a really deep tread or anything, but I've been out in various conditions below zero where it's been frosty on the road, and I did go out thinking, how secure am I going to be running in these shoes? Am I going to be slipping? But I didn't slip. It wasn't super sheet icy, but there definitely was a frost about, and I was conscious of, am I going to slip when I'm running with these? No issues at all. And I've done most of my runs have been, to be honest, in like wet conditions where there's been slippy leaves that have fallen off the trees. And again, no issues at all. It's actually gripped really well. With the Altra shoes, they do come in different widths. They come in an original width, standard, and a slim. This is the standard. So there are some Altra shoes which are wider in the forefoot than these. These are like they're in the middle ones. But they're just nice. They allow your feet to spread out. They're much more foot-shaped than shoe-shaped, if that makes sense. So it's nice that it holds your foot nicely from here backwards. Your foot's held really nice, but then and the top bit here where your forefoot is, it's just allowing your toes to spread out, and it just becomes a nice comfortable feeling. I've kind of got used to that, and I'm enjoying the fact that they are a 4mm drop, so I've not really been getting any pressure on my calf muscles. So yeah, I've been a big fan. I've been enjoying these much more than my Hokas, which has surprised me, because I thought they were really comfortable until I wore these. So I think for anyone out there that wants a shoe that allows your foot to just spread out, you're not overly keen or you've not got used to running in a zero drop shoe, then this would be a really good option. It's pretty lightweight. This particular one is a UK 10.5, and it's 259 grams. So that is nice and lightweight. Wants to propel you forward when you're out running. The cushioning's nice. I like the cushioning. Yeah, not overly squidgy. So Altra's first drop shoe, they are actually bringing out their first dropped trail shoe next year as well. So I think they're just trying to hit a broader market. They're still going to be making all of their zero drop shoes, so it's not as if they've totally changed direction. They're still doing all the shoes all the Altra fans out there have got to love over the years. It's just that they're doing a broader range now to appeal to a bigger market, which is good, because for me, I'm that market. I'm the person that didn't really want to run in the zero drop. I've got some Lone Peak 7s, and I only run short distances in those because if I run any further, my calves start screaming at me. So I'm pleased we've got a 4mm offering. So I think that just about covers the Altra Fwd Experience. I'm a big fan. I think it's really good. I think it looks nice as well. I really like the colour and the look. So yeah, £130, that's the price of them as well. So price wise, £130 in the UK. Yeah, decent price point. I'd definitely give them a thumbs up. I hope that helped you in anything you were thinking about the new Altra Fwd Experience. Thanks for watching. Okay, cheers.